G'day YouTube, JB from Oz here. In the spirit of if you can't break it, it's not fixed. Today's a quick job on the Bobcat, the SDK8. We're having an issue with starting. Previous owner, bless their soul, had wired in this little push starter, and how that had implemented the particular fix they were trying to achieve was to provide battery feed to the starter solenoid. So it looks like they've had a number of attempts to fix up an issue with the solenoid, including soldering in new bits of wire into the harness at various assorted places along the way to try and deal with a voltage drop issue. Now, as you and I know, if it's broken, throw it away, start again. So I was able to get this Bobcat for quite a good price, and now got to fix the issue. Previously, you might remember, I pulled the starter motor off, had a bit of a look through, and it all looked pretty decent. I noticed one thing, which was that the screw connecting that solenoid lead onto the starter motor solenoid was pretty rusty, and if it's not worth doing twice, why do it at all, right? I didn't actually do anything about it at the time, so now we're going back in to fix it. Be back in a few. Okay, we've got the first nut out. The first bolt is remaining captive because of the hydraulic line, and the second bolt we want to get is this little bugger down here, which of course means grovelling on my ass underneath the thing in the wet, the cold and the oil and the dirt. Back again shortly. So getting this one out, it's a matter of getting our trusty socket onto the end of the nut, which all intents and purposes is up here somewhere. It's not that one. Oh yeah, there it is. A bit more over the left. Fuck it. Oh, there it is. Alright, got it started. Now we're going to try the rest of it from up top. Alright, now that we've got it loose, you're going to see if we can back it off any further. It's just in the opposite of right spot. Further fucking around from underneath, I reckon. Give you the tip where we're going for. That's the bell housing in there. I want to be in behind it. So it sits squarely underneath the back wheel. I don't think I'll fit in that bit. Try again from underneath. Okay, let's see. Stay on there, you bugger. Okay. Now, of course, the nut is spinning on the bolt, and I only got one per hand, so luckily, a bit of magic, out comes the bolt. Right, now we've got the bolt free, we should be able to remove the starter motor, which is of course the next instruction that we have to follow. And I'm imagining that would simply be a case of removing the starter motor, like here. Might put you down. Alrighty. So the smart amongst you will have disconnected the battery first. The not so smart are likely to have just had a bit of a spark show, gone around and disconnected the battery. All good. So here is our culprit. And you know what? That little bugger is what I told myself. She'll be right, and she wasn't right. Time to do the job right second time. Be back. Just going to set a quick print running. Let's ready printer. And bring us in closer. This is our culprit. So I'm going to guess we have a big volt drop issue right there. See if we can get the camera set up. Alright, so this is our culprit. Quick test. I don't know if you can see that anywhere. See if we do that. Is that shot? So, 1 ohm, 1 ohm between there and here. .3 meg ohms between there and there. 4k ohms. So that is a massive resistor. Anytime we try to start, that's just going off its chops. That much resistance, that much volt drop. This would have been getting so hot, and that would have helped the corrosion go even faster. Let's come back. Now we're outside in the garden. Going to bring the Dremel in. Do a cut off. Remains of what looks like a nut. Back off. There. Okay, so now we have the hole drilled into that pin. I've got something to mechanically wire to. I will bring it back again. So, using that hole, I've now wrapped and connected that physically with 3 rounds of stainless steel safety wire. I'll then follow that up with solder to form an electrical connection, and hopefully we'll be gold. So now that we've completed that test, our connection has 0 ohms right the way back to the plug. That's the result. Now what you'll notice is the I'll bring you off the camera stand. Stainless steel hasn't actually adhered to the copper or to the steel underneath, but the solder joint has actually fused just in here to what remained of the metal. So there's a steel to copper via solder joint, and the stainless wire is there for a mechanical connection. Fingers crossed that will get us out of trouble. So now we have a ground test. Got a battery with some juice in it, got earth to the chassis of the starter motor and the battery, positive to the battery feed. Stand back please, mate. You helping, are you, Tucker? Hey? Off you go. Good boy. Off you go. No? Do you want to watch? Hey? Stand back. Stand back. And our solenoid. Activates. Works well. Okay, we've all read the manual. We know what happens next. Installation process is the reverse of the removal process. So, back we go. And here we are, back to where we started. Well, in all seriousness, I'll come back tomorrow once I've had some more daylight and I'll get it all back together again. Thanks for watching.